Hello, this is the demonstration for my CMP 405 Tools Project submission. Loading up the application. You can see that the camera can now be controlled by holding down the middle mouse button and moving around, allowing for more easy navigation of the scene. Objects can be selected by clicking on them, and it will display the object ID along with the object position of the object that was clicked. And it will always select the closest object out of all of the ones that are hit by the raycast, so it will always select object 3 here, and by clicking again I can deselect. But it will never select this object behind it unless I specifically click on that one. Objects can be deleted from the scene, either by selecting them and pressing delete, or by selecting them and then selecting delete from the edit menu. Additionally, if I want to undo this change, I can use Ctrl Z, or I can undo from the edit menu. If I want to redo these changes, that can be redone using Ctrl Y or the edit menu. An object's properties can be edited. So say I want to make this object bigger, I can either select the object properties menu from the edit menu, or Ctrl E, and then say I just want to make this a little bit bigger. I can change the scale and hit apply. If I want more copies of this object, I can use Ctrl C or the edit menu, select copy, and then paste with Ctrl V or through the edit menu. It will paste these at a slight offset so that it's easy to select which of the objects I want to use. And note that each of these have been given a unique ID down at the bottom here, which is not shared by any other objects that currently exist in the scene. Let's get rid of those with the undo function. In addition, objects can also be cut, where they get copied and removed, but can still be pasted in later. Objects can also be created using the Create New Object button, or by pressing Ctrl N, and the object won't be created unless you hit apply. So if you cancel out, nothing is created, but by creating a new object, I can set all of the position and rotation, so let's just move him up a little bit. And it will load a default model and default texture for the object, and I can just change the name of this object here to be test object. And here's our new object, but I want him to use this texture here, so I can select this object, and I can copy the texture path, edit this one, paste it in. There we are. Objects can also be moved using holding X and scrolling, or Y and scrolling, or Z and scrolling. In addition, objects can be rotated by holding space and using X, Y, and Z, or they can be scaled using X, Y, and Z. And all of these changes can also be undone.